In the morning, she's making the masala for the fish fry. She's getting the fish clean. She's cleaning the fish herself, and then she's also making the masala for the fish curry. Rest ಯಾವಾಗ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀರಾ? ರಾತ್ರಿ ಏನು ರೆಸ್ಟ್? ಅದರ ಮುಂಚೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಜನರು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವೆರೈಟಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ.
ಹೌದು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಷ್ಟು ವೆರೈಟಿ ಯಾರು ಹಾಕೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ.
So they come for the variety of fish, but most importantly, they come for the taste. The taste of Hotel Mahalakshmi, that is thanks entirely to Mrs. Pushpavati Bangera. I love that masala. It's a rather spirited masala. It's a masala that doesn't hold back. Kadak ಇದೆ. Like the curry was a kadak curry, even that masala is a kadak masala. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಮಸಾಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತಾರೆ ಜನರು? ಟೇಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. You want to suck all the goodness out of that kane head. When in South Canada, it's all about the fish meal, and you will find numerous eateries offering their fish meal. So it's typically a fish curry, some rice, some vegetable to which you add your choice of fry. So whilst there may be many eateries that offer you some fish-based sustenance, there are a few that have stood the test of time for decades. And today we are on our way to one such family-run eatery. This is called Hotel Mahalakshmi, and it is located in the fishing harbour of Malpe, about 6 kilometers west of Udupi. So I guess because they're located at the harbour where all the fresh catch comes, I suppose that's what makes them very popular. And I'm told this eatery is at least 60 years old. Well, here we are at Hotel Mahalakshmi. I can smell some fish in the air, I think. Namaskara, how are you doing?
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Vishwanath Bangera. And it was your parents who started this.
Yeah.
How many years ago?
It's 60 years.
60 years. Same location?
Yeah, same location. ನಮ್ಮ ತಂದೆಯವರು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ 1961 ಹಾಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿ ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಅಕ್ಕನವರು ಮತ್ತು ಅಣ್ಣನವರೆಲ್ಲ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಂದು ಈಗ ನಾನು ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ.
ಸೊ ನೀವು ಮತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ಮದು ತಾಯಿ
ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕಿಚನ್ ಮಸಾಲ, ಫಿಶ್ ಮಸಾಲ, ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಅವರೇ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ 60 ಇಯರ್ಸಿಂದ ಅವರೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗಲೂ ಸಹ ಅವರೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಲೈಕ್ ಹೋಮ್ ಮೇಡ್ ಫುಡ್. ಎಸ್.
ಮಲ್ಪೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಲೊಕೇಶನ್ ಐಡಿಯಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಮೀನ್ ಬರಕ್ಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ.
ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಫಿಶ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಇಂದ.
ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಫಿಶ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಂದರ್ನಿಂದ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನ ಬ್ರದರ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ನಾವೇ ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ನಾವೇ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಂದು, ನಾವೇ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ನಾವೇ ಕ್ಲೀನಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್
ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ಥಾಲಿ ಅದು ಬನಾನಾ ಲೀಫ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
ಬನಾನಾ ಲೀಫ್, ವೆಜಿಟೇಬಲ್ ಪಿಕಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಫಿಶ್ ಕರಿ, ಫಿಶ್ ಫ್ರೈ ವಿಲ್ ಬ್ರಿಂಗ್. ಯಾವ್ದು ಬೇಕು ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೋದು.
ಫ್ಯಾಂಟಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಇದು ಮಹಾಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ?
ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ತಾಯಿ ಮಸಾಲ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೋಮ್ ಮೇಡ್ ಫುಡ್, ಮನೆ ಊಟ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗೆ. ಲೋಕಲ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂಡ್ ಟೂರಿಸ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಎವ್ರಿವನ್, ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಉಡುಪಿಯಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಮ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್, ಅರೌಂಡ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್.
ನಾವು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೇವೆ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಂದ. ನೋಡ್ಬೋದ ಒಳಗೆ?
ಬನ್ನಿ ಸರ್,
ಕಿಚನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ.
ಎಸ್ ಬನ್ನಿ. ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್.
ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ರೂಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್.
ಎಸ್. We only prepare tawa fry only, not deep fry anything.
ಎಲ್ಲ ಮೀನೆಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ.
Yes.
So ಇದು ಏನು ಮೀನು?
ಇದು ತಂದಾವ್. It's like black pomfret. Very popular fish actually. In right now, it's a very rare fish.
Tandav.
Yes.
Some Bangude is there.
Yeah, it's Bangude.
Is that sole?
Yeah, it's a sole fish.
Sole fish. Ravas.
It's a kingfish.
Kingfish, anjal. Chicken undu.
No, it's not chicken. It's a kunti. It's like a very long fish. Mullu green color is that.
Mullu green color. Kunti.
Kunti ante. It's the local fish actually.
Sea fish.
Sea fish.
That end of the kunti almost look like a chicken drumstick.
Yeah.
So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ತವಾ ಫ್ರೈ.
ತವಾ ಫ್ರೈ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದು ತವಾದಲ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಡೀಪ್ ಫ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ.
Well, this is like a fish factory of sorts. There's all the fish that is stacked here with the masala.
Coconut oil.
When it comes to South Canada fish fry, coconut oil is a must.
Yes.
And then the masala. The masala, I think every home has its own.
ಎಸ್ ಎಸ್
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಅಮ್ಮ. ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ನಾನಿಂದು ಮಸಾಲೆ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ಭಾಳ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕಲರ್ ಇದೆ. ಏನು ಮೆಣಸಿನ್ಕಾಯಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ? ಬ್ಯಾಡಗಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ?
ಬ್ಯಾಡಗಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದು ಲೋಕಲ್ ಇದು ಊರಿನ ಮೆಣಸು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಕೂಡ
ಊರಿನ ಮೆಣಸಿನ್ಕಾಯಿ
ಎರಡು ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹಾಕ್ತಾರೆ. ಬ್ಯಾಡಗಿ ಮೆಣಸಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸ್ಪೈಸಿ.
60 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೇಮ್ ರೆಸಿಪಿ, ಸೇಮ್ ಮಸಾಲೆ. ಸೊ ಏನು ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಇದೆ ಮಸಾಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ? ಸಾಸಿವೆ, ಓಮ ಹಾಕ್ತೀರಾ, ಬೆಳ್ಳುಳ್ಳಿ, ಹುಳಿ, ಶುಂಠಿ ಪೋತುಂಡ.
ಶುಂಠಿ ಇಲ್ಲ.
So it is Mrs. Pushpavati Bangera who began this enterprise with her husband Sanjeeva Bangera in 1961 here in Malpe. And apparently ಅವಾಗ ಒಂದು ಚಿಕ್ಕದು ಇತ್ತು, ಹಂಚಿದಿತ್ತು. So it was like a small hut of sort. And 60 years on, this is what it has developed into. On the back of her recipe of that very special masala that she made. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಮಸಾಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತಾರೆ ಜನರು? ಟೇಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. She says, I don't know why people like it. I guess they find it tasty, that's why they eat it. ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ?
ಕ್ರಾಬ್ ತವಾ ಫ್ರೈ ಫೇಮಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ.
ಓಕೆ.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಗೀ ರೋಸ್ಟ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸುಕ್ಕ.
ಸುಕ್ಕ ಇದು ಏನು ಮೀನ್?
ಅದು ಕಲ್ಲೂರು ಕೊಡ್ಡೆ.
ಕಲ್ಲೂರಾ? ಕೊಡೈ, ಕಾಣೆ. ಇದು ಡಿಸ್ಕೋ ಫಿಶ್. ಡಿಸ್ಕೋ ಅದು ಸ್ಕಿನ್ ತಿನ್ನಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಡಿಸ್ಕೋ ಫಿಶ್, ಸ್ಕಿನ್ ತೆಗಿತೀರಾ?
ಹೌದು.
And you can see its eyes, it's got that large eyes. So apparently when the fishermen go to catch it, that eye glistens in the light. And that's why they call it disco fish. ಬೊಲಂಜೀರ್ ಉಂಡು, ಎಟ್ಟಿ ಕೂಡ ಉಂಡು. ಇದೇನು? ಕೆಂಬೇರಿ. ಸೊ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಲೀನಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಮಾಡೋದು ಮೀನು, ಭಾಳ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅದು. ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಶಿ ಸ್ಪೀಕ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದ ಟಿಪಿಕಲ್ ಹೋಮ್ ಮೇಕರ್. ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರು ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆ
ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ?
ಸೊ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮೀನು ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ನೀವು ಎವ್ರಿ ಡೇ? ಎಷ್ಟು ಮೀನಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆಯಿಂದ ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನವರೆಗೆ ಕ್ಲೀನಿಂಗ್. ಮತ್ತೆ ಮಸಾಲೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? So she is multitasking every morning, preparing the masala, cleaning the fish, making sure that things are ready for customers when the eatery opens at 12:30. ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೈಮ್ ಓಪನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? 11:30. ಸೊ ಭಾಳ ಬಿಸಿ ನಿಮ್ಮದು ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್. ಸಾರು ಮಸಾಲೆ ಮೀನು ಸಾರಿಗೆ ಕೊರಿಯಾಂಡರ್ ಇದೆ, ಸಾಸಿವೆ ಇದೆ, ಇದೇನು ಓಮ, ಅಜ್ವೇನ್, ಮೆಂತೆಕಾಳು, ಹುಳಿ ಸಹ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಶಿ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ ಲೇಟ್ 70s, ಬಟ್ ಶಿ ಇಸ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ಡ್ in each and every. So under you full active. In the morning she is making the masala for the fish fry. She is getting the fish clean. She is cleaning the fish herself, and then she is also making the masala for the fish curry. So Mrs. Pushpavati Bangera is busy morning till evening. Rest yavuga takoltira? Ratri and rest. Adra munche illa. So they started with a fish fry 60 years ago, but now they are doing more things. Like the prawn biryani or fish biryani, etc. Fantastic.
The boiled rice.
Boiled rice.
Yes.
So ಇದು ಚೆಂಬೋಲಿ ಮಾಡೋದು?
ಹೌದು, ಇದೆ.
ಮುಂಚೆಯಿಂದ
ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ.
ಅಂಟಿ ಇಡುತ್ತೆ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಲಿಟಲ್ ಪೇಸ್ಟಿ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೆಪರೇಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಏನ್ ರೈಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? ಬಾಯ್ಲ್ಡ್ ರೈಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲ?
ಬಾಯ್ಲ್ಡ್ ರೈಸ್. ಅದು ಆನಂದ್
ರೈಸ್. So while we may be in Dakshina Kannada, the rice comes from Uttara Karnataka.
Yes.
Because the fertile soil there is most conducive for paddy, and that's where this rice, this Anand variety of boiled rice comes from. Etti mala size undu. That's a fairly generous piece of prawn there. Mate bondas. There's some squid also. I like the quality of the seafood that I see here. So fish andre ಎಷ್ಟು ವೆರೈಟಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ? 10-15 ವೆರೈಟಿ.
15 ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ.
Yeah. So he says on a given day, usually they have more than 15 varieties of seafood. The various kinds of fish that he has, the crabs, the prawns, the squid, etc. So generally ವೆರೈಟಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ.
ಹೌದು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಷ್ಟು ವೆರೈಟಿ ಯಾರು ಹಾಕೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ.
So they come for the variety of fish, but most importantly, they come for the taste. The taste of Hotel Mahalakshmi, that is thanks entirely to Mrs. Pushpavati Bangera. When they started, this was a small tiny hut. ಆವಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನರು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ತಿದ್ರು ನೀವು ಮುಂಚೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ? 15
15 to 20.
So when they began, it was only 15 people that could be seated. Now what, 40, 50 people. But on a weekend, there are probably hundreds of people who dine here at Mahalakshmi. And all that is on the back of the work that Mrs. Pushpavati Bangera has been doing for the last 60 years. Thank you. Some bisi neeru, some hot water to clean a yele. Well, we've got the mandatory vegetable. This is a saute I am told, some achar there, some pickle there. Our fish thali, as they call it, which is served on a banana leaf, is coming together rather nicely. Fish curry, that's tiny pomfret that's served as the curry. I like the color of that curry already. I can taste the flavor of the coriander somewhere in there. The coriander seeds. And also that slight touch of sourness that comes from the huli, the hunse hannu. Pomfret ghee roast. So we're going to be doing the fries here, but Vishwanath said we should also try the ghee roast. So I said let's try the ghee roast in the manji or the pomfret. So of course the fish is hidden somewhere there beneath all that ghee roast masala. Plenty of tuppa that you see floating on the side. Some bolanjir, tawa fry. One portion, how much comes? 8 pieces. And how much is the silver fish?
60 rupees.
60 rupees. And this ghee roast? Depending on the size. And then this fish meal?
60 rupees.
60 rupees. Fantastic. This is the kane. The lady amongst the fish. The kane, the lady fish. This is the kane rava fry.
Eri tawa.
Eri tawa. Eri andre enu?
Eri andre kemberi eri grey color ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರುತ್ತೆ.
Kemberi eri. Sea fish ah?
Sea fish. ಏರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೊದಲಿಂದಲೂ ಫೇಮಸ್, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಮೀನು ಅಂತೇಳಿ.
ಏರಿ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಮೀನಾ?
ಅಂದರೆ ಏರಿ ತಿನ್ನಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬೋರಿ ಮಾರಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ ತುಳುವಲ್ಲಿ ಗಾದೆ.
ಏರಿ ತಿನ್ನಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬೋರಿ ಮಾರಿದ್ರು. So basically to eat the eri, someone had to sell the bull. That's how expensive it was. That time. ಈಗ
ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಿವ್, ಬಟ್ ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಬೇರೆ ಮೀನು.
ಸೊ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಈಗ? 120. So 120 for the ಏರಿ. The ಏರಿ ಅದು ತಿನ್ನಕ್ಕೆ ಬೋರಿ ಮಾರಿದ್ರಂತೆ ಹಳೆ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ. I think we must make a beginning with that curry. Like they say in South Canada, kadak ಇದೆ. This is a curry where you can taste the chili, the garlic, the punch of the masala that Mrs. Pushpavati has been grinding for the last 60 years. Some bolanjir. I love that masala. It's a rather spirited masala. It's a masala that doesn't hold back. Kadak is there. Like the curry was a kadak curry, even that masala is a kadak masala. And that fish is fresh, pristine in its freshness. Sitting under the fan, the curry tends to cool down quite quickly. So I've asked for some becha curry. So I've got some hot pomfret, the tiny pomfret curry. When you place your fingers in that rice and curry, it should be hot. Nothing like tasting hot food. Hot rice, hot curry. So the fish that's served along with the curry is basically something just to give you a flavor of the fish, because after all you're having a fish meal, right? So you could very well make a meal of that, just the rice, the vegetable and the fish curry, but then you want to order something extra. So you typically order one of the fries. So the guys go around with the salver bearing a variety of fish. I'm told some days they do about 15 varieties of fish here, and then you pick and choose from there. But since I was in the kitchen, I already made a note of the fish that I wanted to try, and that's what I've ordered. Between the manji, the pomfret, the lady fish, the silver fish and the yeri. Oh, I love the flavor of the curry. Boka manji bahut like undu. Very fresh. In that curry you have the green chili, you have some onions in there. You know, you want your curry to be slightly punchy. And the manji, the pomfret, is a fish that has its own flavor. So you also want that curry to be able to complement it. Never let go of an opportunity to chew someone's brain. In this case, the pomfret. Well, of course, I was referring to the fish mostly. I think next we're going to go for that Kane, that lady fish. Oh, this is a fish that is pristine white and flaky. Also, the size of that Kane is one that will lend to easily peeling away the flesh from the bone. That fish is delicious. When it comes to Kane, there's a certain delicateness to its flavor. It's not as strong as, let's say, Anjal or Kingfish or perhaps like pomfret. There's a certain delicateness to the flavor. Also, this is a fish that is found in the estuary. Usually, where the river meets the sea, that's typically where the Kane or the ladyfish is found. So I guess that also has something to do with its flavors. When you order a rava fry here like this Kane, they do the rava fry on the tawa. So as a result of that, rava is not exactly crispy in its texture. It feels a tad stodgy. So my preference here would be to do the tawa fry over a rava fry. So traditionally, otherwise, when you do a rava fry, it's usually deep fried with a lot of oil, so that rava has the opportunity to cook through to a crunchy sort of a texture. Here there is a crunch, but the crunch of that rava is muted. Some more bisi curry. There's some tomato in this curry, some ginger too. All the dishes that I've had so far have been rather punchy in the flavor of that masala. Let's go now for that yeri. The yeri, the kimberi. This is a fish that's quite meaty. The flavor of the fish is rather delicate. That masala is asserting itself rather strongly. This is a fish that's rather mellow in its flavor. So you got one side of the fish which has more flesh. The other part of the fish is rather thorny. So you got to pick at this fish with a lot of care. My first time trying this fish, the yeri, and I believe whenever you see something new for the first time, you should always try it. My thoughts on the fish: it's fleshy in its texture, but rather mild in its character, in its personality. Therefore, I'm tasting more the flavor of the masala. Would I order this particular fish the next time around? Perhaps not. But it's always nice to taste something for the first time. Let's get back to that Anna Mate Meen Curry. Anna Meen Padartha. Get that bolangir. This is also a fish that you can eat, flesh, bone and all. But I want to take some of the flesh of that bolangir and introduce it to my meen curry. It has a small soft bone, so even if you swallow it, no issues. I think this place excels in that tawa fry. So there are certain parts of the fish where that masala is roasted deep, and that has a certain depth in its flavor when you're tasting it. So you're tasting that chili spice and also that masala crust, which is a little more concentrated in its flavors. Let's go for the second side of that Kane. I can also taste the flavor of that coconut oil there. I like the size of this Kane. Rather fleshy and flavorful. Between the Kane and the yeri, my vote goes to the Kane any day. And now for the head. You want to suck all the goodness out of that Kane head. And also bite into it normally. But then have that manji ghee roast to taste as well. Oh, there's some curry leaf in this ghee roast masala. There's a certain sweetness that I'm tasting in that ghee roast masala, and also the flavor of the curry leaf. There's also some godambi that I'm tasting in there. They fry the onions in some ghee, so that onion lends that ghee roast masala its slightly sweetish, caramelized sort of touch. I feel though that ghee roast masala has quite simply overwhelmed. That fish. I can also taste a bit of the tamarind in there. All the fish that I've tasted, whether it's the pomfret, the ladyfish, the silverfish, or the yeri, and also that baby pomfret, all of them are supreme in their freshness. Some onion in between all that fish. I almost forgot that saute kai here, the saute kai palya. I love the flavor of that palya. I can taste the coconut, I can taste some of that ogarne in that. I must say, the flavors of all the dishes that I've tasted here are the sort that are rather impressionable. You know, Malpe is a fishing community. So the people out here certainly know their fish rather well. And that I can certainly taste in each of the fish preparations that I've tasted here. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅನ್ನ ಸಿಗ್ಬೋದಾ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅಷ್ಟು ಬೇಡ ಹಾಂ ಅರ್ಧ ಹಾಂ ಬಟರ್ ಮಿಲ್ಕ್ ಇದು ಮೀಲ್ಸ್ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಫಿಶ್ ಸಹ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಹ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ವೆರಿ ನೈಸ್ ಸೊ ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಫಿಶ್ ಮೀಲ್ಸ್ that I've tasted, the curries haven't been too impressionable. The curries that come with a thali and then they do something else that you order on the side. But out here, that main fish curry itself is the sort that is quite tasty. I'm going to go for some of that bolengir with the rice. That masala in that bolengir has enough to share with that pottu rice. I think that's what they refer to as a plain rice in this part of the country. Please correct me if I'm wrong. So a staple supper for many people here is having some ganji, that is rice with the broth, and just some fish fry. Very simple, humble fish fry like this bolengir on the side. I love that masala of this bolengir. Cooked to a spicy, deep brown crust. Some buttermilk. Lot of shunti in that, lot of ginger in that. Very nice. So if you find yourself in Dakshina Kannada, especially somewhere around Mangalore, Udupi, Kundapur, definitely make it a point to visit Hotel Mahalakshmi in Malpe. If you love your seafood, I'm sure you'll enjoy the experience here. Malpe, after all, is a fishing harbour. The people who reside in this area know they fish inside out, and the family that's tended to Hotel Mahalakshmi for the last 60 years certainly know their seafood. I've enjoyed almost everything that I tasted here, from the bolengir tawa fry to that kane rava fry to that yeri tawa fry and also that baby pomfret fish curry. The pomfret in the ghee roast too was rather enjoyable, but I felt that the masala perhaps overwhelmed it a tad. Having said that, Mahalakshmi in Malpe is an eatery that I would return to if ever an opportunity presents itself in the future too. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Gourmet on the Road. Until the next time, take care, stay safe, and happy eating. If you'd like to support the work that we do at Food Lovers TV, do consider joining our membership community on YouTube by hitting the join button below or on the home page. You could pledge a nominal sum and receive special privileges like behind the scenes footage, shoot updates, access to live Q&As and a lot more. You could support us on our Patreon page as well. For more info, check out the links in the description below. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, share and leave a comment below. Happy eating!